Lead Boxing Truth. So I watched the fight Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. And I'm already going to say this. I believe this is going to be fight of the year. Yes, I believe this is going to be fight of the year. I went to the movie theater with one of my co-workers, watched the fight, enjoyed myself. I'm a big Errol Spence fan. I'm a boxing fan, period, but I'm an Errol Spence fan. You know, him being from Texas, me being a native of Texas, it's only right I support my home state, you know. So Errol Spence, man, you know, him and Shawn Porter went at it. They went at it. And Shawn Porter wasn't giving... let's just put it this way. Shawn Porter's not giving nobody an easy win. You're not getting an easy win from Porter. You're going to work for it. If you get a win from Shawn Porter, you earned it. Let me say this again. If you get a win and you're in that ring as of today versus Shawn Porter, you earned it. Unless you cheated, which some people feel like Errol Spence may have got a favor. I don't feel that way. I feel that he edged it by a round or two. I believe it was a split decision. I don't believe it was no, unanimous decision. And I believe that Errol Spence won. And Shawn Porter agreed with it. You know, he's not arguing. And hopefully later on they might meet again. It might not be at 147, it might be at 154, which Shawn Porter has already fought before in the heavier weights in the amateur, so moving up that weight would be no problem at all for him to do, for him to make. But the fight from round 1 to round 12, well, it had everybody on the edge because it was like a back and forth type thing, and we really got to see a lot of Errol Spence that we've seen vulnerability more than we have ever seen before. But that's what happens when the best fights the best. You know, you see the stuff that you couldn't see before. There's only a few people, one being Floyd Mayweather, who can make certain fights look flawless. But at the same time, Floyd Mayweather always said it wasn't always the hardest person that the best record that gave me the most problems. It was somebody who had losses before, but they look at it. I guess he said Augustus gave him one of the hardest times, one of the hardest fights that he ever had. So sometimes it's not all about who's got the best record, who's got that, sometimes a person that you don't think because they're so awkward. And I believe Shawn Porter was very awkward for Errol Spence. I mean, I know Shawn Porter definitely gets down low when he's fighting. So it's kind of awkward. He made it difficult for Keith. He made it difficult for Kell Brook. On both of his losses, he made them work. And then some people even felt that Shawn Porter had won that fight versus Keith Thurman. So I do agree with Kenny Porter that they need to do it again, fight each other again, and this is how history is being made. But hats off to Shawn Porter, because the betting odds were really favoring Errol Spence, but Shawn Porter said, "You guys," in my Roy Jones voice, "y'all must have forgot." Yeah, y'all must have forgot. So yeah, when you see fights, when you get the fights that you want, it's all right to pay for it. Oh yeah, it's pay-per-view, man, pay-per-view again. But it's the fights you want. You want to stop waiting for people to fight out of their prime. Now you get the fights that you want, but you're going to pay for the fights you want. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with spending $21 to see that fight. I'm okay with seeing that fight, $21. Lost a little sleep, went straight to work right after that, put in my graveyard hours. But I felt good. Matter of fact, put in 12 hours right after the fight, That's what it's about, man. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a boxing. You know, I love the sport of boxing. So me and my friend, just co-worker, just sat back and enjoyed our the boxing matches. And we were surprised. I mean, we expected him to have some difficulty with Shawn Porter, but we didn't expect that much difficulty. Even the announcers, you know, were like, wow, you know, they're probably shocked that this was going on the way it was going on. But credit to Kenny Porter, credit to Shawn Porter. They came to win. Not come to lay down, not come to back up, not come to fall, but they came to win. They don't care about the hype. Not the hype. They don't care about the stories. Well, I guess you can call it hype because, you know, fans go a little bit crazy when it comes to their fighters. We know this. So, you know, they didn't care about all the statistics and all that stuff about what people feel that how Errol's going to win the fight. They said, no, we know him. He's human just like we are. Kenny Porter knows him probably, you know, a little bit more than any other trainer besides Derek, because he trained him before. But the respect, you could tell the respect was still there. Shawn Porter and Errol had their little discussion after the post-fight. But that's going to be water under the bridge. You know, I feel like Shawn Porter don't have to go nowhere. He just ain't no rebuilding, nothing for him. He goes on to fight somebody, hopefully fight another name. Maybe get Terrence Bud Crawford out there and have Terrence Bud fight Shawn Porter. That would be a great fight if they can make it happen. And I even pay-per-view. I'd pay pay-per-view to see that, because we know one thing with Shawn Porter, he's not giving you nothing. You're gonna have to earn it. But then I heard that they won't fight because they're close friends. So maybe that will happen, maybe that won't. But at the end of the day, if that's your close friend, why wouldn't you guys want to see each other make the most money you can make? You guys will always be friends. That's one thing about boxing. You guys can be friends but spar at the same time. Well, what's the difference? You're just going to have the headgear off, and the best man's going to win. And then, as long as you got that understanding, look, I'm coming there to win. And after the fight, we can celebrate and be friends. Leave it up to the judges. Or don't leave it up to the judges. You know? Lee's Boxing Truth. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're building. We are building. Join Lee's Boxing Truth. Thank you.